who will play center field. Batting seventh, number 15, Gabe Edgar. He'll play left field. Batting eighth, Sean Medrano, first baseman. And then batting ninth, number 1, Blake Phillips, playing second base. The Corsicana Tigers will be the visiting team today. The home team will be the Belton Tigers. Belton Tigers lineup hasn't changed a whole lot over the 3 games. They'll lead off with number 6, Austin Wood. He plays second base. Batting second will be number 16, Jacob Quigley. He plays first base. Batting third, number 10, Cole Heisler. He's playing center field. Batting fourth, number 25, Oakley Torres. He'll be the DH, and he'll hit for the catcher, Macon Chartier. Batting fifth is number 9, Trey Garcia. He'll be your pitcher tonight for the Belton Tigers. Batting sixth, number 2, Gage Flores. He'll play shortstop. Batting seventh, number 3, Rayshawn Peoples. He'll play right field. Batting eighth, number 5, Billy Young. He'll play left field tonight. And batting ninth for the Belton Tigers, number 21, Pecos Smith, and he'll play third base. They're introducing the Tigers right now, and we'll get ready to start. We'll be right back after the national anthem.
Number 16, Jacob Quigley. In center field, number 10, Cole Elsley. Batting fourth, the DH, number 25, Oakley Torres. Batting fifth and pitching, number 9, Trey Garcia. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 2, DH Flores. Batting seventh in right field, number 3, Rayshawn Peoples. Batting eighth in left field, number 5, Billy Young. Batting ninth at third base, number 21, Pecos Smith. And the pitcher for the Tigers, number 4, Mason Chartier.
I noticed that. All right, we're ready to get started here. Corsicana Tigers will lead it off with Connor Perkins, Easton Autry, Josh Portillo will bat. Game 3, it's all on the line. If you've been following along with the games, you notice the Tigers won Thursday night 6-3 in 8 innings. Last night, if you were watching that game, you saw a little bit of everything as there were a bunch of runs scored. Ended up losing that game to the Belton Tigers after leaving 13 men on base. Tonight we're going to come out and hopefully can get some of those runs in and be able to finish off this round of the playoffs. Right now I'm by myself. This is Stephen Nutt, and Rusty I know he's wishing he was here, but I'm not feeling too sorry for him because he's down in Florida. Had to fly out this morning, but he'll be back next Thursday, and I'm going to say that because I speak it into existence that we're going to win this ball game tonight. Pitcher for the Belton Tigers is Trey Garcia. We haven't seen him on the mound yet. Last night they threw Jacob Quigley, who's the first baseman, and then they followed that with Rangel. First night we saw Cole Heisler go pretty much the whole way, and so he's out of pitches. So they're going with Garcia tonight. I think I heard that the second baseman, Austin Wood, might throw a little bit. I'm not exactly sure who else they've got. The good news for us is that we've got Connor Perkins on the mound. Connor's been really good all year, really good last week. He threw a one-hitter against Ennis, ended up losing that game, but he pitched really well. He's been pitching well for 2 years. Last year he was the district pitcher of the year, so to have that coming to the mound for game 3 gives you some confidence, and the main thing is we need to go out and put some runs on the board, get this thing started, and kind of like being the visitor in this game because we can come out and score early and put some pressure on the Belton Tigers. The one thing that we've seen this series so far is a lot of barrels. Corsicana Tigers have really hit the ball hard these first 2 games, and we need to keep that up tonight. First 2 games, they did leave, I think, a total of 23 men on base. That's been the Achilles heel so far in this series. Both games felt like you were dominating the games, and then all of a sudden in the 6th inning, they slipped away. And so tonight, I'd like to start early and not let off the gas. We're ready to go. Connor Perkins is walking to the plate. Belton Tigers pitcher Garcia is getting ready. We got our umpires behind the plate. Tony behind the plate. He's often calls games in Corsicana. And we're ready to go. First pitch is going to be right at 7 o'clock. And it's going to be a ball high. Connor Perkins, as we mentioned, he'll be on the mound tonight as well, but he's been really good at the plate. Second pitch is a ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop's over, makes the play, throws across and gets him out. Good play there by Gage Flores. We're back where we were on Thursday night. The table's on the Corsicana first base side, up against the fence. A couple of camera angles. Easton Autry now takes the first pitch in for a strike. Looked like a off-speed pitch. Garcia delivers the 1-0. It's a liner over the shortstop's head into left field. So nice hard line drive to the opposite field by Easton Autry. Puts the first Corsicana Tiger on first base. And they'll bring up Josh Portillo. Portillo's hit the ball really well this series especially. He's barreled up a lot of baseballs. Had a big triple in the game Thursday night. He'll stand in. First pitch pops him up. Might get out of play. It's down the first base side. I think it does get out of play, so Josh will get a chance. I can't see a whole lot right down the right field line. I'm blocked by the dugout, but we'll judge the. Temez steps out, looks down at Coach Autry, see if anything's on. 2 balls and no strikes. Garcia comes set, checks the runners, now delivers. It's a ball a little bit up. Gonna be ball 3. 3-0 count now to Temez. A walk here would load the bases for Trenton Bruton. Temez in and ready. Garcia looking in for the sign. Comes set, ready to deliver the 3-0 pitch, and here it is. It's a ball outside. I called it a strike. It hit the outside corner. Feels like a good 3-0 pitch right there. 3-1 count now. Garcia taking a long time getting his sign. Now he's ready. He delivers strike or ball low. A little bit confused. Tony's a little slower than usual on his calls. So that was a ball 4. Walks the bases loaded now as Trenton Bruton will step up. The first opportunity now for the Tigers to get some big runs in the first inning. Easton Autry at third. Josh Portillo at second. Jordan Temez at first. Trenton Bruton up, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Coach Autry wants Trenton to come talk to him. Don't want to help Garcia out in this situation as he's walked and hit a batter. Now we're get ready as Bruton walks back to the plate. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the first. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garcia taking a really long time getting his sign from the catcher. So Bruton will call timeout. Now we're ready, 1-1 count. Bruton waits, here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner, fastball by Garcia. Garcia threw 1 inning on Thursday night. He gave up 1 hit, but 3 runs. He threw 18 pitches, 9 for strikes. He did have 1 strikeout, but walked 3 guys and hit one batter. So definitely a guy that the Tigers want to make throw pitches across the plate. Bruton showing bunt with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. He pulls it back. Curveball drops in for strike 3 as Bruton thought that was going to stay high, but it drops in for a strike. That'll be the 2nd out here for the Tigers as they have runners on every base for Gabe Sod, the DH. Really need to get a run here. Love to get a couple. Sod stands in. Garcia steps off. I'm not sure if he can't see the signs very well or could be a glare. The sun looks like the shadow's right at where the catcher is, so he may be having a tough time seeing it, but he seems to be taking a while to get his sign. Here's the pitch. It's low. Ball 1. Good take right there by Gabe Sod as he left that one down. 1 ball, no strikes. Tigers are going to get the courtesy runner for Portillo at second base. That'll be number 16. Jackson McGraw will be the courtesy runner. Now everybody's ready. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Tigers threatening here in the top of the first. Would like to strike first in this 3rd game. There's a line drive out to the gap, left center. Heisler runs it down and catches it. So that'll be out number 3. So the Tigers will leave bases loaded as we head to the bottom of the first. Still no score. Belton will come to the plate. All right, we're back here for the bottom of the first inning.
Austin Wood.
Belton Tigers will send up Austin Wood, Jacob Quigley, and Cole Heisler. Connor Perkins on the mound for the Tigers. He threw 14 pitches last night, so he can throw 96 tonight. The first one in to Wood is inside, on the inside corner for strike one. Austin Wood, the leadoff hitter for Belton, last night was he was 1 for 3 with 2 RBI. Takes the next pitch in for a strike, so quickly 0-2 here. And there's ball outside, trying to get a chase off the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Austin Wood waits, pops him up on, it'll be out of play over the Corsicana Tiger dugout. So we'll replay the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. It bounces in, so after a quick 0-2 count, Wood has worked the count full. Perkins ready. He winds and delivers. That one's going to bounce in as well. Leadoff walk. Leadoff walk to Austin Wood. It's going to bring up the lefty hitting first baseman Jacob Quigley. Quigley was a starting pitcher last night. Struggled with his control. Ended up throwing around 95 pitches last night. Here's a pitch. Bunted out right in front of Perkins. Perkins is going to make the play to first. They get the out there. Does move Austin Wood up to second base. So a good sac bunt there by Jacob Quigley. Good play by Perkins. Going to bring up the center fielder, number 10, Cole Heisler. Heisler was the pitcher on Thursday night. He also hit a big triple Thursday night. Heisler's going to marry Hardin Baylor to play baseball. He'll be a pitcher there is what I've heard. First pitch into him, Perkins is low. Perkins looks in to get the sign. Now he's ready. Comes set. Going to check the runner at second. He delivers the 1-0, and it's in for another ball just off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Looked pretty good from over here. Even Coach Autry asked Josh Portillo if it was off the plate, and he said, yeah. 2 balls, no strikes. Perkins set, he delivers. Curveball gets past Josh, so Wood's going to move up to third base. Curveball either mixed Josh up or got away from him. Shadows now are pretty long right onto the catcher. So the Belton Tigers are threatening here in their half of the first inning. 3-0 count on Heisler. He's going to walk him on 4 pitches, and Heisler will take his base. That'll bring up Oakley Torres. Left-handed hitting Torres. Where's number 25? He's the DH. Coach Autry's going to call time and go talk to Perkins and to his infielders. Torres was really good last night. 3 hits and 5 at-bats, scored 3 runs. On Thursday night, Torres was 1 for 3, so he's 4 for 8, hitting 500 in this series. Been a big weapon for the Belton Tigers. Game 3, winner go home, so everything is magnified. Every pitch, every inning, every scoring opportunity. Tigers weren't able to get any runs in after loading the bases in the first inning with only 1 out. Hopefully that won't come back to get them. Meeting's over now. Coach Autry's walking back in. Perkins will reset. The Belton fans doing the ball 5 chant. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be low. Ball 1 to Torres. Josh is going to call timeout. Runners on first and third. He wants to call a first and third defense. Heisler been pretty aggressive and getting a pretty good lead down there at first base. Here's the 1-0. It's low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Perkins delivers the 2-0. In for a strike right at the bottom of the strike zone. Good pitch there by Connor Perkins. 2 balls, 1 strike. Perkins comes set. He delivers. Grounder out to Blake Phillips at second. He's going to go to second. Gets the runner there as he's able to get that guy out. Was hit too softly to get the double play, but we do get the lead runner in that scenario, but it does allow Austin Wood, who was on third base, to come in and score. So we'll have a 1-0 deficit with runner on first base and Torres. It'll bring up Trey Garcia, the pitcher. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch. Garcia gets a big hack at it. Hardly any wind out here. The flags in the outfield are pretty still. Here's the 0-1. It's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Tigers trailing at 1-0 right now. Belton Tigers still looking for their first hit. There's a pitch low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Connor checks the runner at first. Now he delivers. There's 1 in for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Perkins shakes off the first sign. Now he's ready. Comes set. He'll deliver. Popped up out of play. Over behind first base dugout. Garcia ready. Perkins ready now. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder out in between the shortstop and third baseman is going to be a base hit into left field. Torres will move up to second. Garcia gets the first hit of the night for the Belton Tigers. So he'll have a courtesy runner. as he's the pitcher of record.
Number 4, Will Shepherd at first base. Now batting number 2, Gage Flores.
It's going to bring up number 2, the shortstop, Gage Flores. His first pitch in is a ball. Hits a line drive out to left field. That ball's going to get down in front of Edgar. He's going to good throw home. They're going to hold the runner so that they'll have bases loaded. Torres thought about going home, but coach held him up. Would have been a close play. I think the throw from Edgar was good strong throw all the way in the air to Portillo. Is a little bit up the third base line, so it might have been a little close. But we'll bring up Rayshawn Peoples, number 3, the right fielder. Situation like the Tigers had with bases loaded in the first inning. Perkins in the wind now. He delivers, fouled back by Peoples.
Hey, can y'all get off the net?
Peoples was 0 for 1 last night with 2 walks. Perkins delivers. Curveball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Perkins winds and delivers. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Nowhere to put Peoples with the bases loaded here. Three runners will head to the top of the second. Tigers trailing it 2-0.
Want me to help you?
Yeah, if you want to.
Your voice should get tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna get tired of talking. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll put on a sweatshirt though. I'm afraid I'm gonna get cold here in a minute. There's another chair. There's another chair in my truck. I'm about to do that later. You're on 3. 2 wasn't working. All right, we're back here in the top of the second inning. Tigers trailing at 2-0. Whoa deals here to help me. So
Yeah, I'm going to try to save your voice a little bit.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was already getting hoarse, and we're just in the first inning. So.
That was a kind of an active first inning right there, huh?
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Not a whole lot of hits, but a lot of walks and a lot of pitches. So Tigers trail at 2-0. Gabe Edgar's going to lead it off here in the top of the second. First pitch in is a strike.
Gabe's been swinging a bat a little bit better. He had 2 hits against yesterday, you know, and trying to.
Yeah, had
pick
one
that
Thursday night too.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. It's in for a curveball, in for a strike. Yeah, he moved him up in the lineup tonight. He moved him to the 7 hole.
I saw that.
A little bit different. Here's the 0-2 is a fly ball out to left field. This left fielder makes a running grab.
Pretty good swing on that ball right there. Got a pitch you can handle right there, an 0-2 right there, and he didn't miss it. Probably wasn't the best 0-2 pitch
I was
right
going to
there.
say,
Yeah.
isn't that something you don't want to be that close to the zone when an 0-2 pitch?
Not that close. I don't like wasting pitches, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
something's got to be presentable, something you got to have a purpose for the next pitch.
Yeah. We talk about that a lot. A lot of these high school pitchers, they waste that pitch. I don't like that either. There's a ground ball by Medrano out to the shortstop. Flores is going to make the play over to first, and that'll be 2 quick outs here for the Belton Tigers.
You know, I've been to both games. Belton plays pretty good defense.
They do. They haven't hurt themselves defensively. They've actually made some pretty decent plays.
The third baseman and the shortstop have both made plays both games.
So that'll bring up Blake Phillips, Tigers' second baseman. First pitch into him is a strike.
I'll give this kid credit. He's throwing strikes.
Yeah, that's
the main
after
thing.
last night, that's a key, isn't it? Here's the 0-1. I hit him in the face. Oh, no. That could.
Yeah, that foul ball off the bat hit him in the face.
Squared around a bunt, and it skimmed off his bat into his face.
I've seen that a few times, and it's scary. It comes in on fastball in and ricochets off the bat.
Handle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, we'll take a break here. I don't want to keep us on there and let them tend to Blake. We'll be right back. All right, so Blake was able to walk off. I know there's a lot of blood, but I don't know if he'll be able to stay in the game or not. It might be Maddox, right?
It could be. I don't know.
I don't know who they have. He hadn't really seen anybody else play
second base.
They could just run to start with and re-enter if they can get him stopped bleeding. I guess it's actually a strike, right?
It's a strike.
So it's an 0-1 count on whoever.
It's a fastball that it looked like it tipped off his bat, you know, and then hit him in the.
But y'all played today?
We gotta be 3-2. We couldn't. Man, we couldn't hit all day. Pitched well.
Yeah.
Couldn't hit. Been like that a lot lately. I guess it is Maddox going in.
Okay. So he'll go to the plate with an 0-1 count. Did he say much about last night?
I thought he threw well.
I thought he threw well.
Yeah.
I thought, it's like Rusty and I both said. You had the mishap on the play at third, or he'd have been out really
10
quick.
Pitches, 11 pitches. Yeah. I mean, I know he's nervous.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be in this situation. I thought, what's his velocity? His velocity was good last night.
It was good. He's been up to 81, I think, right now.
That's good.
As a freshman.
Yeah, that's not bad at all for a freshman.
He's been, I've seen him a little bit harder, maybe twos max.
Yeah. All right, well, he'll stand in now with an 0-1 count as he's come in for Blake Phillips.
Oh, it's 0-2. First pitch fastball away.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then bunt. Yeah.
Yep, 0-2 count. That's not your typical one you want to get into the box.
As a freshman jumping in 0-2.
He'll battle. Here's the 0-2. He's going to foul that one off. Good hack at it.
Good swing. I told him, you get a chance to hit on varsity, be aggressive. Be aggressive. Don't be passive. Get after it.
I like that. Especially, you see a fastball that you don't wait around. Here's the 0-2. This is off speed outside. Bounces in. Good take there by Maddox. Here's the 1-2. Garcia winds and delivers. It's going to bounce in as well. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good job. Even in the count.
Yeah, got himself back in the count right here. He got back to 2-2 and look for a fastball right here. And if he spins it, just react to it. You know, it's probably 82 max.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
right
that's
now
what I
with
was
this
thinking.
guy.
Here's a 2-2. Gonna be a little high, so 3 balls, 2 strikes as Max stands in and works the count full. 3-2, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Good swing there by Maddox.
Just barely missed that one.
He did. Just off the barrel. So we'll reset with the 3-2. Garcia winds. He delivers. There's a line shot out to left field. It's going to get down in front of the left fielder for the second hit of the night for the Corsicana Tigers.
Well, first high school hit, I'll take that.
Awesome.
I'm on here with you,
Yeah,
Steven.
that's
I
awesome.
like
Got
that.
Congratulations. That's big. Love it. Not too many say their first hits in the playoffs.
As a freshman, yeah.
That's going to bring up Connor Perkins. Perkins grounded out to the shortstop his first time up.
We need this guy hot.
Yeah,
we need him
that's
hot
a key.
right here.
He's going to fake bunt, pulls it back as the ball's low.
Yeah, we need a big hit, a little double right here. I'll take a double.
That'd be great. Easton Autry on deck. Love to get to him. That ball low. 2 balls, no strikes.
This game is a long way from being over. These guys got to stay in the game right here. There's 2 runs. They saw me. They scored last time, so they're fine. They're fine.
But you had the bases loaded in the first and couldn't score, but you realize you're going to be able to score some runs.
Exactly.
Here's the 2-0. It's low, ball 3.
We talk about it all the time with our guys. You can't win the game in the first, but you dang sure can lose a game in the first.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
By getting up big-time crooked
Yep.
numbers and being down just 2 right now, they're fine.
And a lot of it, in my mind, too, is if you get down and then you see the body language go down, that's when you kind of can give up a game early. But like you said, stay in it. Here's a 3-0. It's going to be outside.
Ball's out. Yeah.
4 straight balls as he'll walk in the head to Easton Autry now.
We got the guy we want out, man on first and second right here with 2 outs, and did a big hit in the gap right here. We'll score. Perkins will score a ball in the gap, so we're going to be.
And Easton hit one really hard in his first time up with line drive to left field. So
did he?
He had a good base hit. So their coach, Belton coach, going to go out and talk to Garcia, probably wondering how he's going to attack right here.
I think, you know what, right now, they've been pitching around him the whole time.
Yeah.
But honestly, you think about this, you got nowhere to put him, one. But he's had 2 or 3 hits. Most of the ball's been hit the left side.
Yep.
Right? So they're probably trying to attack him away. If me personally, I'm like, dude, get up on the plate and let's get something we can turn on. Yeah, we got to get ball in the right center gap. We can run for days. He's not going to throw it by him.
Right. I like that approach.
Like, this is the second inning for me. You're in the second inning. This is your guy. He's got to drive one here. Like, this is the point where he's got to unleash and hit this ball in the right center gap.
So they're ready now. Garcia looks in. He's checking the sign. He comes set. He delivers. That one is shot. The right center. That ball is going to. Right fielder's going to field it, throw to his third. Perkins makes it all the way first to third as Maddox still scores the Tigers' first run.
Hey, you got the ball hit the right field, like I said.
Exactly. Hit it hard,
hit it hard, hit the ball to right field, and now it's 2-1. You're right here with it right now, right back in the game.
And Josh Portilla up. He's been hot in this series. With that tying run down now only 90 feet away, and you got Easton at first base. Like you said, I think this might be a high-scoring game by the time it's over.
And you know,
foul
That's
ball.
a good swing right there by Josh. Josh has been swinging the bat really well. He's been swinging the bat.
I think that's been the key in us being able to score some runs the last 2 games.
I think people, of course, can't understand how good this guy is behind the plate. This dude can catch and throw for a junior, and he can run, and he can hit. He can really run.
And he fields his position back there really well. Here's the 0-1 outside.
You know, I've gone to a lot of high school games this year trying to find players and things like that. He throws as good as a lot of the catchers around. Like, he can really throw.
There's one. He's Easton Autry. He steals the base without a throw. Kind of a delayed steal there. They didn't even try, so they're going to concede it. Portilla calls time. Garcia, some of these pitches is taking a long time in between pitches.
That is one thing I was telling Rusty last time. These games are a lot slower than college now because we have a little shot, pitch clock.
That makes a difference.
You got to go.
I like it. I like to speed up the game. Here's a ball low.
I told him I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but now I love it.
Yep.
You can't step off. You know, there's only one step off per batter. There's a lot of different rules. It speeds the games up. Yeah.
Well, some of these games can get ridiculous. If you get a slow pitcher out there, they're just, taking way too much time. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Tigers down 2-1. Pitch in for a strike, evens the count.
That ball looked out.
It did look like it.
He's called that in. But when the catcher catches like that, that's when I'm like, that ball.
Yeah. The 2 Tigers in scoring position would love to get a base hit here to take the lead. Garcia's ready. He delivers. Up high. Full count.
Good at bat again. Another good at bat for Josh. That 6 hole's wide open right here. I know that.
Yes. And that's where he loves that spot.
Yeah, he does. And he I think the short just moved over a little bit more to his right because
don't really need to hold Easton on other than just don't want it, he's going to get a jump anyway.
The wind's completely died down.
I noticed that. Here we go, 3-2, 2 outs, top of the second. Ball low, gonna walk him.
That was a really good take. That was a ball. The catcher jumps up and they're upset. That ball was down. That was not a strike.
I agree with you. Really good take in a full count tight situation. It's gonna bring up Jordan Temez. Temez walked his first time up.
So the rules are they still get only 110, right? Is that what it is?
Right.
Okay. How many is this guy? Do we know how many he had thrown before the game?
He only threw 1 inning.
That's right. So he's got plenty of bullets left.
He should have plenty. I'll look it up in a minute, but I think he'll go at least 4 or 5.
They're hoping.
Yeah. Here's Temez. Pops the first one up over the dugout. Foul. I don't know where they go after this. I think he's the only other really guy that I've heard that they use. Maybe the second baseman a little bit.
Because the starter game 1, he's done.
Yeah, he was at over 110 pitches.
Yeah.
The Quigley that started last night was at 97 when they pulled him.
There's no way he can pitch today.
I wouldn't think so. Here we go, bases loaded. It's going to hit Temez on the 5. They'll tie the game up. A lot of hit by pitches in this series for sure.
He definitely did not lean in that. He didn't move, but he did not lean. That's that rule is an emphasis in college baseball as well. But what they call it, I'm just telling you, if they call that he leaned in, it's a strike.
That's what I was thinking the other night.
Because if it's a ball, it's a hit by a pitch.
Right.
So
they didn't lean in if it's a ball.
Correct. We don't get that very often. You might see it once or twice a year max. Most time, if you get hit, it's too hard. They don't have time to react.
Right.
Stick your elbow
Especially in college, I would think.
Correct.
Even with the gear on, it doesn't feel good.
No.
So it's going to bring up Trenton Bruton. Bruton struck out his last time up on a curveball, so maybe you could see a fastball here. Bases loaded. Here's a pitch. Liner out. The shortstop just gets by him. One runner will score. Autry's in. The pinch runner for Batia. McGraw's going to score, and the Tigers are going to take a 4-2 lead.
That was a really, really good read right there by Jordan going second and third right there. He saw it, and there was nobody covering third. Shortstop never got over because he made the error. They never picked up here. Now look at there. Trent just went to second base. Nobody's paying attention.
And that's kind of like, I saw it a little bit last night with them when they got down. They kind of ducked their heads, and the body language is not good. The coach is going to try to say time was called or something, but I don't think anybody called time.
I never saw time by anybody. Now, I'm not sure why. If anybody's going to call time, it'd be out here.
Right.
Not this guy. That's not the home plate's ump. That's not his time call. So I don't.
He's not going to win an argument anyway.
No,
so.
He's not, because I think he's just upset right now.
Yeah.
You know, I've been there, done that.
Yeah. You got to be upset with somebody.
You not your team being kind of lazy and not watching, turning their backs.
Exactly.
Really good job by Trenton seeing that and taking an extra bag. Same thing with Jordan right there, going from second to third. That's really good base running right here now with 2 outs.
And that's so important in a playoff series in a game when runs are at a premium. The Tigers now lead at 4-2. They're scoring 4 runs here in the top of the second. Still 2 runners in scoring position. Gabe Sod's going to come to the plate.
Need a big hit by the senior right here.
Here's a pitch. It's a ball outside.
Their body language has totally changed.
It has, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. They seem to be a pretty emotional team. They're up when they're up, and they're down when they're down.
There's nobody talking in the dugout now. There's kind of the body. This is where you got to really hit them right here. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, get a base hit here and go up 6-2. Here's the 1-0. Inside 2-0. Gabe said it hit his elbow.
Gabe act like hit his right elbow right there inside.
He didn't get the call.
Didn't get a ricochet either. You know, if it hit him, it was barely nicked.
That's one of those on MLB. You can see it because of the camera angles, but not here. But it will be 2-0. Sod hit a long fly ball in the first. Here's the 2-0. That one's in for a strike.
That looked like a take all the way right there.
Yep. 2 balls, 1 strike.
This is big to get these couple of these runs. Perkins, these gives a goose egg, you know.
Yeah, that respond to this would be great. Here's the 2-1. Grounder out to shortstop. Shortstop Flores over. He makes a play, gets out of the inning, but the Tigers do pick up 4 big runs and take the lead 4-2. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back here, bottom of the second inning. Tigers taking the lead, 4-2.
Where's Rusty at? Is he?
He's in Florida.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I think down around the Naples area. So, I mean, even better.
Yeah. Hey, Russ, hope you're enjoying it, man. Hey, that's a good weather here today, though. I'll take this weather.
I will. It was a beautiful day. Perkins facing Young. First pitch in, grounder to third base. Autry over. He'll make the easy play as Maddox Dill's now playing first base. So with Phillips out, Dill went to first base. Sean Medrano moved over and playing second now.
I can promise he's made that catch 1,000 times, but he was nervous right there. I can promise you.
No doubt about it. First pitch in to Smith is up, but for a ball. Here's the 1-0. The grounder to the third base side. Autry cuts in front of shortstop over to Dill, and it's out number 2. So 2 quick outs, like you were talking about. If you get a quick response, would be awesome.
No doubt. This right here is what you're supposed to do. We put our situation. We have a score sheet where after we score runs, if you don't get the leadoff guy out, might be some running you're going to do. You know, it's not that just we got to get to the point where you got to mentally prepare yourself.
That's awesome.
Look, when we score 4 runs, we got to put a goose egg, or at least give me some quality pitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to be perfect, no.
But not go out and lose focus and walk people. Yeah. First pitch into Quigley for a strike.
I mean, he's come in and thrown 4 strikes out of 5 pitches now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Connor though. This is what he's supposed. This is him.
He's at his best when he's working fast and doing that. Here's the 0-1. It's outside. Well, Quigley had a double Thursday night that led to the big inning for those guys.
He's not a bad little hitter, you know. He's not bad at all. He competes.
Here's the 1-1. Grounder to Medrano at second. He bobbles it. He's able to recover and make the play. Well, they called him safe. Felt like he was out, but Coach Autry's going to go talk to him.
He was out.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, we don't have the greatest view, but I can see it. He wasn't to the bag yet, and
I followed it.
You know what? You've been around this game as long as I have, and you notice when somebody moves positions, it always finds
it. Does. It's amazing.
It is.
Either that or have to put in a sub or something, and the first ball's right to him.
It never fails. This game will scratch your, and then you might play second base and never get 1 ball for 9 innings. You know what I mean?
I know.
But if you go in there, it's going to hit to you. We talk about that all the time. I swear, I'll put somebody in left field, and the first pitch is a fly ball to left. You know?
I know. It usually be something hard where they got to move. You know.
I never understood that, but hey. You know, and I understand he's mad at himself, but it's tough movement. He's been there all year, and it's not
exactly. And that's a different. Even though it's the same side of the infield, it's a different play.
It's a different play.
So that's going to bring up Heisler. Quigley's able to get down to first. First pitch into Heisler's a ball high.
So this kid's the one that's going to Mary Hardin Baylor.
Yeah. I think they said Quigley's going to Southwestern.
Okay.
And he's going to Mary Hardin Baylor. There's a pitch in. Ooh, that's a tough call.
That's a good pitch. I'm not sure he thought it definitely wasn't up. It might have been out, but it wasn't up.
There's ball 3, so 3-0 count here to Heisler.
I don't hate this. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you in a high school game you're not going to go after this guy, but this guy's one that's hurt us more than anybody.
Yep. Here's a 3-0. It's low. 4 balls. Heisler will go down and have Quigley at second, Heisler at first to bring up Oakley Torres.
I wasn't hearing what he do the first at bat.
Torres got on a filler's choice.
Okay.
He had a soft grounder to second, and Phillips did a good job to get the lead runner.
Okay.
The Perkins ready now. Torres at the plate. Fly ball center field. Dobbs coming in. He's under it now. He'll make the play for out number 3, and they'll be able to get out of it. Not too bad of it.
Not too bad. That's what you want to do right there when you score 4 runs. Give a goose egg. That's all. The momentum stays on your side. Now, this is when you got to go again. Go at him right now. Go at him hard. Try to at least scratch a run. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, so after 2 innings, the Tigers. I don't know what to do. All right, we're back here. Tigers sent 9 guys to the plate in the 2nd inning, got 4 runs. So that means that Gabe Edgar will lead off the 3rd just like he did the 2nd. Be a nice time to try to get a few add-on runs right here.
Yeah, this right here, you're trying to work to get the leadoff man on right here big time. And, you know, Gabe, I saw him, I've seen him all year. We've been on the JV side of stuff, and he runs pretty well. He runs well.
First pitch in for a strike.
You know, his dad played.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Gabe's dad was a really good baseball player. I think he was in the Yankee organization or something for a while.
Nice. He's a good-looking kid for a sophomore. He hits one foul down the third base side.
His dad is a really, really good guy.
Awesome.
Yeah, he played. I think I could have sworn he told me he was the Yankee organization. Yeah, he's awesome. A tall guy. I think he pitched.
Pitched some, okay. So
We need to put him on the radio though, because he's straight south. He's Cajun boy.
Oh, really?
And he sounds awesome.
I love that. I had some buddies in college that were from down South Louisiana. I love listening to them.
Me too.
There's another ground ball by.
And I'll tell you this, he won't tell you if he's here. I'd find him. He was on Swamp People.
Oh, really?
Yes, he was. He's not going to tell you that. He's going to be shy about it, but he and his dad were on Swamp People.
That's awesome. Edgar down 0-2 in the count. He hits a good ground ball out of shortstop. Flores over. He'll make the play to first, so 6-3 to get Edgar.
What they want to do. Belton wants to get the leadoff guy out like everybody does, and he did a good job. He's throwing strikes. I didn't think that was another 0-2 pitch. I thought he could have handled too as well.
Yeah, he definitely hadn't in his 0-2s not giving away.
Not at all. If anything, that was probably maybe a little middle away.
Yeah. It's going to bring up Sean Medrano. Sean grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. He'll take the first pitch in for a strike.
I'm good with that take right there. First pitch breaking ball. If you're not looking for it, it's a good pitch to take.
Do you typically have kids looking for pitches, or do you go up? Yep.
Not all the time. We hunt fastballs like everybody should do.
Ball high, evens the count 1-1.
But you know, and I know once you see it over time, the 5th or 6th inning, like this dude's starting everybody out with the breaking ball, all speed.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1. Grounder foul.
A lot of teams keep the same tendencies if you think about it. If you watch, most coaches don't change.
Yep.
And I've always been preached that my pitcher's got to throw his best pitch to get their hitter out. His pitcher is better than this hitter, right? So you got to go to your best pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Can't see what they're talking. They're pointing to something down the right field line, but
somebody dropped the ball over
maybe
the fence or
so. Maybe a youngster threw a ball over there. Here's a 1-2. It's fouled off at the plate.
Come on, Sean, right here. He was hot early. He was really hot.
Early in the season, really good. There's a foul back. He was really good at hitting that ball to the right center gap.
He is. Sean is a very competitive kid. I mean, he's strong. You know what I mean? He's tough as nails.
Yep.
That's what you want.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. they'll throw it down as I think it bounced in. He could have easily just tagged him, but
yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing, but I thought he could overthrew right there. We could have
that would have been something else, but that'll bring up Maddox Deal. At least this time he's not coming up with an 0-2
there
count.
You go.
He got his first base hit, though, last time up. Here's the first pitch in. It's going to bounce in for a ball.
We have been trying with him, is focused on trying to go the other way, too, as well. He's Deadpool. Hope Belton's not listening to me, but we're trying to work right center. And
here's the 0-1. Pops him up, out of play.
It's a good swing. I'll take that swing for him right there. Now, he's also a kid that's still very young.
Yes.
He's not even... He's starting to grow. Yeah. He's starting to thin out right now, and he's going to be a late bloomer.
Yep. There's a 1-1. That was going to hit him. Well, now he's got hit by.
He got hit in the spot that's big. He got a bigger booty than I do. He got more muscle back there than I did.
Yeah. Just don't rub it, right?
No.
That's going to bring up Connor Perkins now with Dill down at first.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than I was as a freshman. Yeah.
Now you were pitching though as a freshman, right? Sophomore.
I will tell you this, I went from 5'4" as a freshman to 6'2" as a sophomore.
Wow.
What I am now, yeah.
1 year.
Yes.
First hit pitch into Perkins is a ball. That always helps, that little growth spurt. And kids grow at different times. Here's a 1-0. That's outside, ball 2.
Hey, I had a kid last year drafted and signed. He signed last year, but his freshman year in college, he was 5'11", 5'10". His sophomore year, he was 6'3".
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you got parents that think 8-year-olds,
Exactly.
They know what they're going to do. Here's a 2-0. Ball in on the outside corner for a strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
And I think Perkins is going to grow more.
I do too. There's a liner up the middle. Nice base hit right there by Connor Perkins, and that's a good sign.
He let that ball travel right there. He stayed inside and he smoked that ball up the middle. That was a really good swing right there.
So that'll bring up Easton Autry again with runners on first and second. Easton's 2 for 2 tonight, 2 hard line drives.
Knock on wood, we scored 4 a while ago with 2 outs too as well. So I don't want to try to jinx it here, but kind of the same situation almost.
It is, very similar situation. Garcia comes set. He checks Gill at second. He's going to throw back, and he's back easy.
They think he can run. They don't know something.
We won't give him a scouting report.
There you go. He tells me he's getting faster. That's all I know.
2 outs here, top of the third. Tigers lead at 4-2. Chance to put up some more. Swing and a miss. Pretty good off-speed pitch right there.
You know what? I like that. I don't have a problem with that. I know they're all talking. He's a Texas signee or, commit. Right. He swings that pitch. It didn't call. But, he tried to be aggressive right here. I like it. I like it. Try to trick him. Throw it again, make it hang a little bit.
Here's the 0-1. Garcia delivers. That one's fouled off over the third base dugout. So McLennan was playing when we got here. They're pretty good this year.
They're good. I think they finished 3rd in their conference. I think Weatherford won that conference on that side. But yeah, they're always good.
Pretty good.
But look at this place. It's a nice facility.
It is a nice facility. Really nice. Here's the 0-2. Grounder to first baseman. He's going to take it himself and get the out. So we're not able to get the runs in, but we do head to the bottom of the third. not. All right, we're back here, bottom of the third. Tigers still lead 4-2. We're going to see Trey Garcia is going to lead it off, the pitcher for Belton. Perkins back in after a pretty good second inning. First pitch in for a strike.
About 4 batters in a row. I'm not sure, but it's pretty close. 4 batters in a row to start off with a strike. Finally, you know, I think that's starting to settle down a little bit.
Yep. Here's the 0-1. That one just off the outside of part of the plate.
That was better one.
That's what I was thinking it was. It was a surprise Garcia didn't swing at it. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, or foul, tipped it back.
There's one thing I've always appreciated watching Connor grow up and play. He carried himself pretty well.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's not frustrated. I know he's competing. You know, I know he's
right.
Himself.
Yep.
She didn't show it.
I like that too. Shakes off the first pitch call, and he's going to deliver the 1-2 in and strikes him out looking good. Good job right there. That he might have shook off the curveball, but or just trying to fake it. Yeah.
He might have had the shake.
That's going to bring up Flores, Gage Flores.
Coach is arguing the strike call again. Man, I think he's still upset.
Really? Yeah, that was a good pitch, I thought. Right, it really did.
You know, Josh never really moved. He sat there and you're going to get that 6 to 8 inches out in high school baseball.
Yeah, and 2 strikes. come on. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Temez over. He's going to make a play to first, and Maddox catches it. So out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the third. Exactly what you want.
Especially now, the big thing is we're lowering the pitch count.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be huge.
Number 3, Roshan Peoples.
We get to Miranda. Well, he's got 25 pitches left or so, I would think.
Yeah, your mic, something's going on. There you go. Try it now.
Back on?
Yeah, I think we're going. We've been having trouble all weekend, so I think that one's good now. Here's a 1-0 to Peoples. It's in for a strike.
Another first pitch strike.
Here's a 1-1. Foul back.
You know, and this kid right here, he looks apart, but we got to quit walking him here.
Yeah,
he hasn't done anything offensively yet, you know, and he looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks like he could kill it.
Yeah.
But he's got to prove it first.
Here's a 1-2. Outside nose. We walked him 3 times last night.
Yes. Hit by pitch.
Yeah, and hit by pitch, yeah. And I think the same thing Thursday night.
Maddox struck him out in the first inning, and then he got walked, hit by pitch, and then...
Here's a 2-2. It bounces in. Yeah, I'd like to go at it.
I do too. A couple of his breaking balls, he looks like he's shortening up. It's like he's not getting that extension out front. And you notice most of the breaking balls are low and down.
Yep.
He's just not getting it out front.
Full count now to Peoples. Perkins. That one is a little bit low. That was close. Hard to take some of those in my mind if I'm a batter.
Especially at this level.
Yeah.
You watch those SEC games, you can take it all day long, can't you?
Yeah, that's for sure. But
or our level.
High school.
We have guys that's up and down. We have guys like a zone like SEC, then we got guys like this. You know what I'm about? You know, like a high school zone.
Yep.
We got to find it early. But
Billy Young up now for Belton. First pitch in low.
Boy, Josh does a really good job with that pitch right there. He does. He gets underneath that ball really well. And
I like the way he doesn't have to. A lot of kids frame it and they move their gloves so much. He does a really good job of keeping it.
That is one thing we stay away from.
Really?
The frame. There's no point to do that.
Yeah.
Just catch it. Half the time, like, just catch it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want you missing it. And
trying to do something do too much. Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes to Billy Young. Perkins delivers. That one's in for a strike. 2 balls, 1
That's
strike.
a good pitch.
Yeah, that was a real good pitch. Stay at that spot. I don't think he's going to hurt you. Here's a 2-1. Liner out to left field. Edgar over. He'll cut it off and get it in quick. That one got a little up a little bit.
He did. That ball was up right there. He put a good swing on it right there. Put a good swing. I thought Gabe did a really good job cutting that off. Kept the guy first and second. Nobody hurt. Still got 2 outs.
And they'll bring up the number 9 hole hitter, Pecos Smith.
Good name.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Smith grounded out to third his last time up. There's the first pitch in for a strike. Good pitch right there.
There's your breaking ball right there for a first pitch strike right there. That's what he's got to start commanding right there, and then the fastball's going to look a lot better.
Oh, 1 on the way. It bounces in.
See, that looked like the same pitch. You see, it was a different delivery.
Yeah.
That looked a little bit different on the arm slot.
You have so many questions.
He's out there trying to find it, you know.
Yeah. One ball, 1 strike. Grounder to third. That's off Autry's glove. He's not going to, he gets by him. Temez is able to cut it off so it doesn't go all the way out to the left field. Probably saved a run there by Temez to be right behind Autry. But I will load
Jordan
the bases.
did a very good job right there.
Yeah.
And, you know, not you guys that are listening, that saved a run.
Yes.
He did a really good job backing him up.
That's one of those things you try to teach young kids too, because they don't think if the play's to them, they don't have to move. But right there, if he's not moving on that, that's an easy run for Belton. Here's a pitch in, liner. It gets over Autry, so 1 run will score. They're going to hold up the runner there as Edgar gets it in quick, but they do get 1 run back.
You know, we talk about it all the time at our level and any level, 2-out walks.
Yep.
2-out walk scored.
Yeah, that's why it's really what hurt them the other night when or us the other night.
Yes.
We had a 2-out walk and then they had 2 hits to tie or take the lead. It's going to bring up Jacob Quigley. Bases still loaded. Here's the first pitch in. Off-speed pitch for a ball outside. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball to right center. Bruton over and makes the play, so cuts it off and able to shut it down with just 1 run scoring. Pretty big spot right there with Quigley up. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Tigers still leading 4-3. All right, we're back here, top of the 4th. Tigers lead at 4-3 as the Belton Tigers pick up a run in the 3rd. Josh Portillo will lead it off. Josh was hit by, he had a single his last time up, hit by a pitch his first time up. First pitch in is way high. Garcia still on the mound for Belton.
There we go.
Hit him again.
Yeah. I know I'm old school, but he didn't hit him on purpose. I'm like, just get out of line. Let's go. You gotta be happy we got on base right here. Let's go. I mean,
at this day and age, unless
it's got to be obvious.
Yeah.
I could probably do with the leadoff man on right there.
Right. 100% don't want it on.
No.
So that'll bring up Jordan Demez. One runner on first base. Demez going to square the bunt. He'll take it for a strike.
I think he thought that ball was out right there, and he pulled back.
We've had a hard time getting some of these down this series for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a slash right here. He squares early. Think about it. No, maybe not.
The outside ball, the ball one. Almost might be a take situation. It kind of looked like he wasn't really going to offer it, that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Jordan's came up with some big hits for us this year.
He has. Now he might be the
slash.
No, he's going to bunt. Bust it down the third baseline. Portillo to second, but they'll get the out at first. Good sack bunt there by Tamez.
Good bunt. Did right what he's supposed to do.
That'll bring up Trenton Bruton. Trenton got a nice line drive hit on the first pitch his last time up to score a run.
Let's go, Trent, drive you one. Come on, Trent.
So got a Tiger in scoring position. That's Josh Portillo down at second. You got Trenton Bruton up to the plate.
Center fielder's playing way in.
Yeah, he is. Ball high.
Well, Trent can clear his head right there. That dude, it might be inside of Parker he's playing so far.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He's 200 feet out there, 220, 230. I mean, he's...
1 ball, no strikes. Liner to third. Gets by the third baseman. He's going to get down in the corner. Third baseman, left fielder cuts it off. Bruton's going to have a double, an RBI double as Josh Portillo comes around to score.
2 hard hit balls by Trent today. That ball was smoked right there by the third baseman. Big hit, got the bunt over, did his job. Get that run back that we gave up, in the bottom of the third.
Good execution of offense right there. Going to bring up Gabe Sod. Now you'd like to maybe add a couple right here, even now that you got that one back.
Gabe's due. He's due for a hit right here.
Bruton is second. Garcia comes set. He delivers fastball, foul back.
He was on it. Hey, it's a good swing right there. Look, fastball, try to drive one. Just a little late.
Looks like center fielder's creeping in even more. I'm with you on that. Here's the 0-1. Timeout called by Sod. Garcia taking a long time with the sign. Here's the 0-1. It's low, ball 1. Good take there by Gabe.
I don't think it was looked like a changeup or something.
I don't think it was a fastball,
I would tell you there's nobody in the pen, but they don't have 5 players in the dugout, so I'm sure they're going to bring somebody out there.
I think they're all in the field.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's a 1-1. It bounces in, 2-1.
That's a really good stop right there by the catcher. Kept it in front of him where Trenton couldn't move on to third.
Catcher Chartier, I guess is how you say it, but he's done a pretty good job all weekend.
He's done a really good job. Like we said, their defense has played pretty well. I mean, maybe one play by a shortstop should have made, at least knocked it down. But other than that, they've made all the routine plays.
Garcia comes set. He's going to back pick behind Bruton, but he's back. Garcia's at 77 pitches already.
And through 1 inning less.
Through 1 inning. Let's
so
see
he's probably 90-something, 95-ish.
Yeah, I would bet. He bounces that one in.
Another really good block by the catcher right there. That was a really big-time play.
Yeah, that bounced, 10 feet in front of home plate?
At least. It took a ricochet to his right, and he did a really good job keeping that in front of him. I mean, not only is he blocking, he's keeping it in front of him.
Yeah, exactly. So he had 18 pitches on Thursday night, so yeah, he only has 92 tonight. But here's the 3-1. It bounces in as well. Going to walk him. Garcia having a little trouble, especially that at bat, even being competitive.
Yeah, we got to calm down a little bit. I love the energy, but it's time to slow down right here. Let's concentrate on what we can do as a team and what we can do as a player. What am I supposed to do? And your job's get on base.
Yep. I don't know how you feel about all the bat flipping and all that kind of stuff in the major leagues. I saw a video today with Matt Olson, and they were asking him that question why he doesn't. He said, look, I don't do that stuff because I don't want it done to me. He's like, if I hit a home run, I'm going to run the bases. And he said, because when the guy comes up and hits one against us, I don't want to see him doing it to me.
You know, and I think we're both in the same boat about that. You know, I get it if you hit a walk-off.
Yes,
it's a no-doubter.
100%.
The testosterone's flowing, and it's just something that happens. You know what I mean? Yep. We've hit home runs and walk them off, and it just happens. Yep. But that's what I try to understand, guys. It's going to happen to you as a pitcher. Yeah. And you don't see pitchers. We're not talk trash. We strike them out. Right. You know, it is what it is. But the game has changed so much. Yeah. All the way around.
It has.
And they watch ESPN and they see these guys. And
you see it with the little kids. I mean, I coach some 8-year-olds, and you see it out there on that field. I'm like, come on, guys. I mean, you're driving at 100 feet. But I mean, they learn it. They learn it from the guys, and I understand. I want them to have fun. I love the game, and I'm a big Braves fan. Acuna, I love him, but sometimes, like you said, if it's not a big situation, tone it down at least.
Especially 162 games.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Gabe Edgar will come to the plate with a runner on first and second, 1 out. He's going to bunt at it, hits the bat, and then hits him, so it's a foul ball.
Looked like the same situation that happened with Blake didn't it? Turned the bunt and ricocheted, hit him. That would hit him in the chest.
I'll never see that. I've seen it twice tonight. And it doesn't look like Garcia's ball is doing anything.
No.
Here's the 0-1. Back pick behind Bruton. He's back.
The risk reward right there to me is slow in high school baseball to not really take a chance. He's not even off the bat.
Right. That's what
the lead's not big enough to worry about.
Didn't mess with it. I mean, what are you trying to do there? I mean,
understanding things. We don't really steal, I would say, a lot, and
right. Ball outside. Good take there by Edgar. Seems to me, especially if you're down in a game like this, and you're a lot of risk to take that.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You're down by 2. You don't put the guy in scoring position on the bat throw right here.
Here's Here's the pitch. It's going to stay high as well. 2 balls, 1 strike.
But if you're watching, when he's over there, he bounces back deep in the hole on the 4 side, and Trent can really get a big secondary. You know what I mean? He messes with him, and he just takes off.
Yeah.
He's way out of there.
Here's a 2-1.
He's fixing to go.
Swing and a miss. Pretty good cut there.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that. That looked like a cutter away.
Yep.
It would have been probably ball 3. But once again, you got to think about it. This is a sophomore trying to get a big hit.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
He's thinking, I'm going to give me an RBI right here and help this team win.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Curveball, speed pitch right there, got him looking.
Bust him in right there. And got him looking.
I mean, it's just like any level. When a young guy, the off-speed or curveball is always the hardest to adjust to and learn how to hit. So,
and we talk about don't get beat away with 2 strikes. They beat you in, they beat you in sometimes. You know what I mean? Don't get beat away, and if they can beat you in, tip their hat. You know, you tip your hat at them. And
so that's going to bring up Sean Medrano with 2 outs. Takes the first pitch inside. Two outs here in the top of the 4th. Tigers have put a run to get that lead back up to 5-3. Like to add a couple more. Medrano ready. Garcia comes set. He delivers a curveball high. 2 balls, no strikes.
not really messing anything close to swinging at right now at all. Looks like he's getting it. Looks like he says strength is on right here. Get a pitch you can drive. 2-0, be on time. Shortstop's playing real in the 6-0 right here.
Here's the 2-0. Gets by the catcher, make Cartier. They're going to move up 90 feet. Probably the first real mistake I've seen the catcher make.
You know, it looked like he got crossed up almost. It looked like
it did.
He was going away and it came in and he just couldn't get his glove turned over and kind of healed it, so to speak, you know. And
that's 3-0 count, too, here to Medrano, so. One more ball and he loads the bases. Here's a 3-0 in there for a strike. Good pitch by Garcia. Good take there by Medrano, obviously.
Now you really shrink it. You got to shrink it to your one spot only. Not you take it.
3-1, 2 outs. Grounder foul down third base side. Looks like they do have maybe somebody throwing down. No, that's just people down there. That's
people
not the
down
bullpen.
there, yeah.
Bullpen's closer. So they got full count now. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Medrano waits. Garcia comes set. Outside, ball 4 is going to load the bases. Brings up number 7, Maddox Deal. Bases loaded. Be a good time for that first varsity RBI.
I'll take it.
Their coach is going to come out.
He's still arguing.
He still is arguing. He's going to.
I mean, does he ever expect to get a call anymore?
I don't know that Tony's been pretty consistent.
He has been, and Tony's actually getting
They're probably giving him a couple.
I know.
I'm surprised. Yeah. He might be about to run him. Their umpire is going to come.
He'd already been dumped in college.
Yeah. It's interesting in these series because 2 of the umpires are from their side and 2 are from our side.
I don't know about you. I don't understand that.
I don't either. They haven't worked together, I don't guess.
No, but I'm always like, give us some unbiased total.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Well, they're going to go. They're going to switch. They're bringing in. It looks like the left fielder. I think that is Young, maybe. Let's see. I can't see a number yet.
Can't either.
I think it is left fielder Billy Young. We'll take a few minutes while they warm up, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. It is Billy Young on the mound for the Belton Tigers. Bases loaded, 2 outs here, top of the 4th. Maddox still coming to the plate. I think he's got an instruction from everybody so far.
He has. I wish somebody to say, you know what, have fun.
Just hit it, have fun.
Have fun,
You've done it all your life.
Yeah. You're a freshman and you got a lot of these
Nothing
games.
to lose right here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. Young looks in, gets a sign. Delivers. Line drive. That's over the short. Second baseman. Base drops over. We'll score 2. Sauce coming to the plate. Will be a play of the play, I think. Also, the ball's dropped. He's safe. Maddox tries to take second. Got thrown out down there, but I think Coach Madrano sent him.
I thought he was safe at second.
It did look like it was a close play. They did call him out there, but we did pick up 2 big runs on the single, 2 RBI single by Maddox Deal. 2 hits now since he's come into the game.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll feed him dinner tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I think he deserves it. That's big. Big job right there by the freshman. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers now lead it 7-3 as they put a 3 spot on here in the 4th. All right, we're back here, bottom of the fourth. Tigers now leading us 7-3 as they take the 3 runs there in the top of the fourth. 2 off of a big shot there by Maddox Deal. It's going to bring up Cole Heisler to lead it off for the Belton Tigers. First pitch in strike. Good job there by Connor.
There we go. It's another first pitch strike. He's starting to get back in there a little bit. We scored 3. Once again, need a goose egg.
Yep. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good job there by Connor.
Good spot right there. Swung underneath the pitch. Looks like a fastball.
Yeah. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. It's not a bad spot, though.
No, I like that right there. We try to work a lot of fastballs up in the bullpen. We're going to do better this fall, but we try to command up a little bit. It's like right at the numbers. You know where that Tigers is?
Yep. Here's the 1-2. Curveball outside, 2-2.
The more you watch these games, the backup sliders that are up are always out. That's the pitch people can't hit.
Really?
You don't mean to throw
right.
it. It's
right.
like it never.
Yeah. Here's a 2-2. Nice job, strikeout. Swing and a miss by Heisler.
He was late on both those fastballs right there. That ball was already in Josh's mitt before he swung.
So that's 1 out. It'll bring up Oakley Torres. They got a couple good names, Oakley and Pecos. I mean, that's quality names right there. There's a first pitch in, swinging a foul ball.
I just went with my favorite baseball player with Maddox. That's
I like it. Well, I'm glad you like an Atlanta Brave. I call him an Atlanta Brave, but
I don't blame you.
We liked him when he was there. There's a curveball low.
You know what? We talk about it because we're old, though, but that's all we could watch.
I know. The Braves and Cubs, right?
That's right. Ryan Sandberger's mother guy.
Here's a 1-1. Line over to short is going to fall. Temez gets it. Throws wide out. He didn't get it. Pulled him off, I guess.
Pulled him off to his way right there, and I think Maddox tried to reach and said, just go get the ball. He'll learn. That's one thing I've taught to tell him. You just go and get off the bag and just make
the play.
Yeah, because he's already safe.
Yeah, you're not going to get that.
But he didn't
go anywhere, so you're all right. So that'll be 1 out, but man on first. They'll bring up Trey Garcia.
And, Jordan's done a good job at short for not playing it much. You know what I mean?
Yep. Here's a foul ball back.
He'll learn as the game progresses. He's got to go get that ball. He can't sit there and let it bounce. You got to come get every ball. Some of the best shortstops I ever played with are guys that charged every ball.
Every ball. Yeah. I know. When Derek played, Leighton Wolver played, was the shortstop here, and he was really good at doing that.
Come get the ball. Yeah. Come get the ball.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball in for a strike.
I don't know about you, but he is looking a lot better this inning than he's looked the last 2.
It really does. Here's the 0-2. Outside ball 1.
It looked like a changeup.
It did. It was a changeup, I think.
It was a changeup. He cuts that changeup a little bit, We've kind of gone away from the pronated changeup for arm injuries. What we've done, we don't pronate the changeups anymore, so you don't see that back angle as much.
Okay. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Good job there by Connor.
Really good fastball away right there. Just threw it right by him. He hit the spot. He hit the spot that right there was a really good at bat. And he handled that guy really well.
Number 2, Gage Flores.
Definitely seems like he's attacking a little more this inning. I think once you got the 4-run lead. It's going to bring up Gage Flores, the shortstop for Belton. Fastball strike.
Once again.
Yep.
First pitch strike.
First pitch strike. Here's the 0-1.
Yes, he did. Whoa. Hey, we got a 4-man crew here that can't see that. If he'd have hit that, it'd been a double.
It would have. Here's a 1-1. That's again. mixed squad because that's their umpire at first. 1-1. Fly ball, center field. Dobbs in. He's under it. He makes a play. Quick inning there. Tigers respond after scoring 3 and throw up a goose egg, and we'll come back for the top of the 5th. Tigers leading at 7-3. All right, we're back here at top of the 5th. Tigers lead at 7-3. We're going to see the top of the lineup. Connor Perkins, Easton Autry, Josh Portilla here in the 5th.
You know, Maddox, got thrown out at second. Sort of reading it. I think I went back and looked at the video. He didn't get a good enough secondary, but I'm fine with him. He gets thrown out there. Now we have Perkins.
Yeah, exactly. Right? That's not a bad situation to try to sneak that in.
The video looked like he was safe, honestly. But hey, if he wasn't, he wasn't. But I don't mind.
Right. I like being aggressive in that situation too. All right, Connor Perkins steps in. Billy Young back on the mound for Belton. He comes set, working from the stretch. Fastball in for a strike, or?
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't. Fastball away.
Yeah.
Pretty much same velo it looks like right now from the guy before.
Yeah, not too much difference in the two pitchers. There's a curveball, gets him swinging.
Of course, he's only thrown 3 pitches now. So that was the first breaking ball they had seen, and Maddox hit the first one, and that was the first, that was the first breaking ball we've seen tonight with him.
0-2 count. Perkins ready. Liner out to center field. Heisler takes 2 steps in and was able to make the catch.
Kind of hung that 0-2 breaking ball right there, and Perk just barely missed it.
You probably don't want to hang that one to Easton right here.
I hope they do.
I do too. Easton Autry steps in. He's 2 for 3 tonight. 2 hard line drives. He takes the first pitch for a strike.
You got the crowd yelling overrated. He's got to come slow down and calm down a little bit. Just let him be himself. You know what I mean? He's too good of a player. Just be yourself. And
here's the 0-1. Grounder out to third base. Third baseman gets it, throws it to first, gets the out.
Looks like another breaking ball right there. He Easton got and got kind of captured to the third baseman. Third baseman made a good play. The ball had some spin on it.
Yeah. Smith over there making a nice play. I hate anytime you're a highly recruited kid, you're gonna get that chant. It doesn't matter what you've done, even though you're batting over 500. What doesn't matter? The first pitch in at Portillo is a strike.
Yeah, I like that.
Here's the 0-1. In for strike 2.
Good take right there by John. He didn't get out of the way right there. He was going to wear it if it was. Good pitch. He knew it. But I think he throws him again, he's going to kill it. He sees it. He's starting to see the ball really well.
Here's the 0-2. It's up high, ball 1.
From what I've seen, I don't know him, personally. Maddox really likes him. He's tough. He looks tough. You know what I mean? Like, this dude plays hard.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2. Outside 2-2.
I got a little more inside when I come home. Like, hey, he likes them all. Like the pick as a freshman. We all did back in the day.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball center field, or actually on the infield. Second baseman's over. He's going to make the play barely on the grass. So that'll end the inning for the Tigers. They go 1-2-3 here in the 5th, but they still have the lead 7-3. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here, bottom of the 5th. Tigers lead is 7-3. Connor Perkins is going to face Rayshawn Peoples to lead off the 5th.
How about we go after this guy right here, huh?
I think you're right.
I want to see if he can do anything with the bat. We got a 4-run lead. Let's don't mess around. Let's just go right at him.
Perkins ready, and he's ready and going. Fastball liner out over the shortstop's head, gets down.
As soon as I said that.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad, but I still like it. I like going right after these guys with a 4-run lead. So I'll bring up Billy Young. Peoples at first, Young at the plate. Perkins comes set, delivers. Swing and a miss, good high fastball there.
Once again, Connor's coming in, doing a really good job throwing first pitch strikes. I mean, that's what we got to have right here. Need a ground ball, see a double play right here. I think a ground ball right here to Sean, let him roll it.
Yep,
make him feel good right here.
Yeah, get him one.
Yep.
Here's the 0-1. There's a ground ball to first base of Deal. I guess it got by, I couldn't see. It got down the right field line, and they were able to get a double, so they got runners at second and third now. They'll have a runner for Young, I think, since he's the pitcher.
Taking in number 12 to go in and run for him.
Number 12. I couldn't hear his name. I don't have their whole lineup. But they'll bring up Pecos Smith, the third baseman. Nobody out here. Top of the order, Austin Wood waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. Grounder foul down the third base side. No balls, 1 strike. Outside.
It's kind of been going mostly fastballs and changeups right now.
I haven't seen him curveball in quite a while. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball fouled. Back over the stands.
Gives it a little punch out right here.
That would be big.
Yeah,
right
we
here,
need a punch out right here and calm this place down a little bit. We get the energy back on our side.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled it back. Count will stay 1-2. There's a fastball in.
It wasn't a bad pitch right there. It might have been a little in, but it wasn't. He didn't miss that by much at all.
Connor winds and delivers. Fastball in for a strike there. Good spot.
He's calling that pitch. He's going to sit there and just kind of feed it there, you know what I mean, so to speak.
2-1. The ground ball to second. Medrano over to deal at first, gets the out. Run scores, but now there's 2 outs.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about. Exactly.
I'm fine with that. You know, you're fine with that. Now you got 2 outs. Let's get this guy right here. He's been Deadpool.
Yeah,
every time we've seen him.
First base, so Maddox be ready over there.
Yeah, Maddox threw the changeup. He rolled over to first. He hit the double in the gap. He flew out a while ago to right. He's kind of a pull guy right here. And he hit the ground ball to Sean.
Yeah, that's right. Here's the first pitch in. It's a liner up the middle. That's going to get down. They're going to score the run. Right, Sherline keeps him at first, though. Quigley there. Good hit.
Good swing. He got a first pitch fastball. He hit it up the middle. It's a good swing.
So Corbin's going to go to the mound. Maybe a pitch count situation now. I think Perkins is now at 52. Well, at 92. He had 14 the other night, so that's 106. So I think he has 4 pitches left. You probably want to go ahead and make that move, I guess.
Looks like Walker Smith is going to center field, and Brody Dobbs is coming to the mound, it looks like.
All right, so we'll take a short break here during the new pitcher warm-up. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back here, bottom of the 5th. Had 2 outs, runner on first, and we have a lot of changes. So you got Brody Dobbs comes in. He's going to pitch. You're going to have Temez slide over and play second base. You're going to have Medrano slide back over, play first base. You're going to have Perkins go to shortstop. Walker Smith comes in center field, and he'll hit in Maddox's spot. Maddox Field in the 9-hole. First pitch into Heisler. Up, ball 1.
First pitch curveball, probably up. It was up a little bit.
Dobbs comes set, delivers the 1-0. It's up also 2-0. He seemed to be messing up in his warm-ups a little bit too, so got to find it right here.
You know, and he's nervous. He's nervous. A big game right here, and got to calm down a little bit, take a deep breath.
Here's the 2-0. There's a good pitch. Swing and a miss by Heisler. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Tigers need to get out of this without any more damage. There's a curveball grounded out to shortstop. Perkins going to go the short way to Temez at second and get the out. The Tigers will get the inning over. They do allow 2 runs, but they still keep a 7-5 lead. We'll be right back with the 6th inning. All right, we're back here, top of the 6th. Jordan Temez will come to the plate for the Tigers. They would like to get those 2 runs they just gave up back. First pitch to Temez, ball up.
You know, he has been very consistent on the ball up. Like, those look close, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't balk on them at all. It's a ball. He likes the outer half, down.
Here's the 1-0. That one's in for a strike.
Not sure if that was take. You know, it looked like that was more of a leadoff take right here.
1 ball, 1 strike. Grounder, third base side. It's going to be around the back. Fair ball. Smith throws over. He's able to make a pretty nice little play right there by the third baseman.
Once again, he's made every play. Like, that's a good play. The ball was right over the bag. It almost hit the bag, which he backhand and threw out a good runner at first base. Made a good throw across the diamond. They definitely do not shoot themselves in the foot by making errors.
No, that's one thing, like you mentioned, but it's been pretty impressive. That's going to bring up Trenton Bruton. Trenton's had 2 big hits tonight. Really barreled up a couple of balls. Takes the first pitch high.
Yeah, Trenton's had 2 really good swings on balls tonight, and we need a 1-out dub right here. Hit it right down the line like we did last time.
Ball low, 2 balls, no strikes. Count. Hits him right on the hip. Bruton will take his place down at first base.
There you go. Another hit by pitch.
I've never seen so many in a 3-game series.
The coach is arguing again?
What's he arguing now?
I have no idea. Enough is enough.
I mean, yeah, it's over. Move on.
I mean, they've done a...
Well, that's been a long time ago. Is it something about the baseball?
They're talking about the baseball right here.
What are we doing?
Our guys are saying those are their balls. I can honestly tell you I've never seen this in my life.
Arguing over the baseball?
I guess so.
I'm wondering what they're asking. They're throwing all their baseballs out. They just threw them out of the game.
We threw out the assistant coach out of the game.
Because he threw 2 dozen baseballs out on the field. I'm not sure I understand what the argument's over. Now the other umpire's telling Tony to back off.
They're not gonna. If this tug is done, they're not gonna have a coach.
Yeah, because he continues to argue it. I'm surprised they let him go that long.
Me too. That was the assistant coach that threw the balls on the field.
I think they threw him quick, or Tony did. I just hope we keep our composure and don't let anybody do something stupid.
Back to what I was saying, baseballs are baseballs.
Yeah, I mean,
if they're, we have to use certain balls, but everybody in our division has the same ball.
Balls, yeah.
They have to have the NJCAA logo, just like the NCAA logos. And I don't know if these have like a high school logo.
Yeah. That's what they're arguing. They're arguing. He's saying, Corbin's saying they're arguing about the baseball being a diamond baseball, and we don't even have any. So I don't know what. Like you said, a baseball is a baseball. Unless it's being scratched up and scuffed up, I don't know what the deal is.
To me, it's getting a little petty here.
Yeah, I mean, they need to cut it out right now. I mean, I don't see why you're going to keep arguing
we're
that.
on a 2-hour game. We're still in the top of the 6th.
I mean, if there is a problem, just get rid of those baseballs and give us some others. Let's go.
We got parents yelling. We have.
Yeah, that's not.
That's a visit right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a visit.
Yep. It's a visit. He's trying to argue about it.
But, and see, their umpires saying no.
Like, you can't do any kind of that right there at our level.
You can't. I mean, if you're going to come talk to the catcher, that's the same thing. And see, now he's going to go talk to the pitcher. So that's exactly what that's a rule.
Yeah, that's a rule right there. That should have been considered a visit for them. Rusty, you're missing all kinds of excitement right now. I'm telling you, this is.
I'd love to see what his reactions would be.
I'm not even sure what to say. Don't worry about it. It's not a softball. It's a baseball. It's a white ball that looks exactly the same.
Has 106 red stitches on it. So we're back ready now. Gabe Sod's at the plate. 1 out. Curveball outside. You got Bruton down at first base. Sod at the plate. One out.
We had more fans yelling out thinking that was a strike.
Yeah.
This is getting a little.
Yeah, it's gonna magnify all that now. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball low, 2 balls, no strikes. What did Rusty say? He said he wouldn't have an opinion. I know that's not true.
That's not true, is it?
2 balls, no strikes.
They better want to get the ball with those strikes.
Yeah. Get the bucket of strikes, maybe. I don't know. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball low, 3-0.
I'm telling you now, this catcher's going to get close to getting thrown out of the game.
They're crying, not crying, they're complaining about every pitch now. That's kind of like you talk. When you play with that kind of emotion and something goes against you, you can't let it affect you. And they are right now. 3-0. Here's a pitch. In for a strike. 3-1. Take situation, obviously.
I like to see him go right here. I like to see Trenton take off. Yeah. He's going to get a pitching in hand. If it's a ball 4, it's ball 4, right? He gets the ball you can swing at. Put something in motion right here. Make those infielders have to move.
The 3-1 count. He's going.
There he went.
There's a fly ball left field. He's going to check up.
Drop it.
Left fielder catches it. Out number 2, and Bruton's able to get back.
I don't mind that call right there.
Yeah.
I like sending him right there.
Yeah.
Ball might have been up
Makes
just a little bit. Of course, I'm not sure if it was a hit and run.
Yeah, exactly.
I
don't give a lot of 3-1 hit and runs. I do a lot of 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, 1-0. 1-1 sometimes.
So I'll bring up Gabe Edgar. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Tigers leading at 7-5. Bruton at first base. Here's a pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. It's up high. 2 balls, no strikes.
He's got to look for a fastball here and just unleash. He might be giving him take. I'm not sure, but
yeah,
he's got a little juice.
Yeah, being a young kid, he might give him the take, but I agree with you.
That got him.
Hits him on the elbow.
That got him.
They're going to complain about that because his catcher's saying it didn't, but I thought it hit him too.
Yeah, it did. I'm not understanding some of these people yelling. That was clear as day hitting.
Exactly. And their coach is going to go to the mound. So that's the situation. If they would have called that a mound visit a minute ago, he has to pull him right here. He's going to want to talk. I don't know who he's wanting to talk to. I guess the second base umpire.
Oh, my gosh.
Why are you letting him talk to him?
Monty just let him talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he was saying that. So Sean Madrano will be up with the runners on first and second. 7-5 game. Top of 6.
Come on, Sean, right here. We need a big hit. Get him out. He's been on a little slump. We need to get him out of this right now. 2-out RBI.
Madrano stands in. Billy Young comes set. He delivers. Curveball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Able to keep the runners where they are.
Good crowd tonight. I know
It
that.
is. They've shown up strong for both these teams. 1-0 count. Young comes set. He delivers. That one bounces in. Ball 2. 2-0.
Go, Sean. Keep going.
Picking up on it.
Keep it live.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 out. Good pitch right there.
2-0 breaking ball right there.
Two one. Young comes set. He'll check the runner at second. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Is that a little breaking ball there?
I don't know. It looked like
Down, yeah.
it was a different rotation, you know, a different spin on that pitch right there. It was almost like a changeup,
Yeah.
but it didn't look like a fastball.
Right. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Medrano ready. Young comes set. He delivers. There's a curveball. Foul. It's going to get out of play down the right field side. So we'll have 2-2 count again.
Yeah, timeout by Heath. Going to talk to Sean a little bit right here.
Anything, what are you telling him here?
I'm kind of calming him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, just slow down a little bit. Let that ball get in there. Hit the ball to right center. You know what I mean? Don't
Yep.
try to get full. Don't get beat away. Just react in right here. You know, this is another thing that's changed in our game. We only get 3 of these a game.
Oh, yeah?
So we can only talk to the hitter 3 times. I can talk to him, or even if the hitter calls timeout, that counts as 1.
Okay.
All we get is
really?
3.
If they call timeout.
Yeah. And the same thing in high school baseball, where you know the coach goes out and talks to the pitcher. You can't. The base runners cannot come talk to the coach. That's a visit.
That's a visit?
Yeah, unless they pull him. If they pull him, then you can take the whole team in.
Okay.
You got to teach those freshmen.
Yeah,
They come in.
that's a lot.
Hey,
I
you got to
can
stay away.
imagine, yeah.
You can't come talk to me.
Probably,
They're not used to it.
They're
Yeah.
used to doing it in high school, and then they get there. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Young's ready. Medrano's ready. There's a curveball in there. Outside, maybe a ball off. They wanted it. They're jumping around, but it was a ball.
These
Full count.
fans are going crazy, Steve.
Everybody's an umpire now.
Yes.
Go, Sean. Come get him right here.
Full count, 2 outs. Runners will get a head start. He's going to spin move. Edgar got caught off, but he couldn't throw over because the first baseman wasn't covering.
Coach Autry just told him to watch the inside move.
Reset again, 3-2, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Line drive in the 6th hole. It's going to score Bruton. Edgar's going to be held at second. Big 2-out hit there by Sean Medrano.
Hey, Sean got the big hit we were talking about. If I got the big hit, looked like a hanging breaking ball right there. Sean smoked it in the 6th hole. Big 2-out hit.
Great job there on a full count pitch. It's going to bring up Walker Smith, who's batting in the spot that Blake Phillips started in. Maddox still had 2 big hits in, but Walker's turned in this position. Runner still down at first and second. First one's in low.
See, that looks like a changeup.
It does.
It doesn't look like a
Yeah, I agree with you.
Or his velo is getting way down.
I agree.
He's probably 80, 78 right now.
Right. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball low, 2 balls, no strikes. Saw Walker Smith throw an inning last night. That's the first time I have seen him. Did a good job.
He did a great job. Came in, threw
got
strikes,
3 up, 3 down.
He did.
2 balls, no strikes. Takes the fastball down the middle for take sign was on, I'm sure. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Here's the 2-1. Curveball up, but swing and a miss by Walker Smith.
Need a big hit again right here by Walker. Walker been a little struggling with the play no ball. Good athlete, really good kid.
He had a couple of big hits in last
Yes.
year's playoffs for sure. Here's the 2-2. They're gonna step off. Nobody's holding Edgar on down there. So Young steps off. Now he's ready, he's back set. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball, center field. Second baseman goes back. It might drop. It does. It's going to score a run from second. Edgar scores. And Madrano makes it all the way to third. As a falls in front of the center fielder Heisler. And that'll be another run for the Tigers. Good job by Walker Smith. Tigers now leading it 9-5.
Made a decent little pitch right there.
Yeah,
Gave it the old flare over the second baseman.
As a pitcher, it's frustrating. As a hitter, you love it.
You dang
I
right.
really need you to shut them up.
It's going to bring up Connor Perkins now. Still 2 outs. Now runners at the corners, first and third. Tigers up 9-5.
Go, Perk.
First pitch into Connor's a strike.
Hey, come on, Perk, grab him in.
Young comes set. Here's the 0-1. Tries to check his swing, but it hits off the end of his bat. Strike 2.
You know, Perk's got to understand, he doesn't really have anything that's going to beat him, right? He's not going to beat him with the fastball. See the break ball up, get it up, drive it.
Here's the 0-2. His fastball high.
Oh, they're not
They're
doing
going to steal it. Walker's going. Nobody's covering.
I think it was a throwback to the pitcher. The pitcher never. He dropped.
Pitcher thought he was throwing it through, I think, and then not great communication there. We'll have runners on second and third now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
You said high scoring. It's 9-5.
There's a fly ball. This one's carrying a little further out. Center fielder in, second baseman back. He's going to be the second baseman, get it for the third out. But the Tigers pick up 2 runs. Get those 2 runs they gave up in the 5th back. Now lead it 9-5. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here, bottom of the 6th inning. Brody Dobbs back out on the mound. He'll face Oakley Torres, Trey Garcia, and Gage Flores. Torres stands in, takes the first pitch outside. Need Brody to throw strike, like get ahead, like kind of like Perkins was. 1-0. There's one. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Outside of the box.
Here's the 2-1. Grounder out to second. Tamez fields it, throws over to first. Out number 1 in the 6th.
There you go. Lead off man out.
Tamez is the guy who's played center field, short, third, now second, and pitched.
Yeah, he did it all. Good person to have.
Yeah, that's typically a utility player, but he's solid everywhere. There's the first pitch in is curveball for a strike. That's the Dobbs we saw a lot last year. That curveball he can flip in there for a first strike. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball 1.
Do another curveball right there and just down and away.
Brody Dobbs lines and delivers. Pops him out of play over the Corsicana Tiger dugout.
Hey, you got 2 on. Come get him. Okay, buddy. It's outside the gate.
Plus game.
Yeah, they do. They do a lot of time taken. 1-2 count on Trey Garcia. Foul tips it. I think that might have got Josh's hand. I hope it, or wrist maybe. He's all right, looks like. Catchers get beat up back there.
Yeah, they do. I always wanted one of my sons to be a catcher, though. I want one of them to be a catcher.
I always love playing it just because you're in every pitch. Here's a 1-2. Swinging it. I think he got him. Yeah, he went. There's a strikeout. They didn't like it, but he did go.
I thought he went too.
They got the call earlier on that. On one of them. Didn't get that one, so 2 outs here in the 6th. Flores up. First pitch in for a strike. Good job there by Dobbs. Here's the 0-1. Curveball low.
He's done a good job this inning. Coming in, slowing down a little bit, throwing strikes.
Here's the 1-1. Pops him up. Madrano's over on the fence line. I couldn't see.
Yeah, we can't see where we're sitting at.
I don't think he got to it. But there'll be a strike, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 count, 2 outs in the 6th. Line shot right at Tamez, the second. He'll make the play. So quick 1-2-3 inning. Go the Belton Tigers in the 6th. We'll be right back. Finish this thing off in the 7th. Tigers lead at 9-5. All right, we're going to the top of the 7th. Last inning, unless it gets tied up like it has on Thursday night. They're going to bring up Easton Autry to lead it off here in the 7th for the Tigers. Tigers lead it 9-5. I wouldn't be sad with a few more runs.
No, me neither.
Billy Young still on the mound. They're still going to chant overrated, so I'd like to see Easton make them eat that a little bit. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1.
We know it's really out when the fans back here don't say anything. That's when I know it's out.
Yeah.
Because they're saying
that's right. 1 ball, no strike. Ball low, 2-0. I would guess they're going to work around him pretty.
I'm coming out of my shoes right here on 2-0.
Yeah, I would.
I got a 4-run lead. I'm telling this dude to take a hack if it's in there.
Here's a 2-0. Pretty good pitch inside.
Inside, down in.
2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You're not getting a fastball. So
No,
you might as well just almost like scoot up in the box.
Yeah, that's what.
Catch it as high as point.
Here's a 2-2. Fly ball, shortstop's back. He slides down and catches it. I don't think he needed to.
I don't either. I think it's almost like
he might have fell. I don't know. Yeah, that might have been a change-up on the outer half, you think?
Another off-speed. It was outer half. And it's kind of... you're almost like, hey, scoot up in the box and get it up as high as point because you're getting nothing but off-speeds and change-up. He's throwing 80,
yeah, you're not going to beat you even if you were standing in the front of the box.
Exactly.
It's going to bring up Josh Portillo. Ball high to Josh. One-0 count. Young delivers.
Josh has been on base all 3 times, hasn't he?
Yes, I think he has.
Been on base all 3 times.
Hit by pitch twice and a nice base hit. And he was, I think, had 2 or 3 hits last night.
He did. He had a double, didn't he?
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball low. Like you said, he's seeing the ball well. You saw even that take right there. You could tell where his eyes were on that ball. Here's a 2-1. It's low as well. 3-1.
I don't know if we've seen a fastball this inning.
Yeah. Here's a 3-1. It's going to hit him. That's the 3rd time they've hit him.
Single on 3 hit by pitches.
And he was hit. You know, he was the one that they called back the other night.
That's right.
That's going to bring up Jordan Temez. Runner on first, 1 out. Temez ready. Young set. He delivers him low again. One 0. Here's the 1-0. In for a strike. Evens the count 1-1.
Guess what? Another breaking ball.
Yeah. You're right. He hadn't thrown the fastball this inning.
Cheese on it.
Here's the 1-1. Swung and fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Look like another breaking ball.
Jimenez is ready. 1-2. Grounder in the 6th hole. It's going to get past the shortstop. Portilla's around second. He's all the way to third. He's going to slide in ahead of the throw. Good base runner right there. Good read on that by Josh.
Very good base running by Josh right there. He can really run for a catcher. He saw that the whole way, and he didn't know. I mean, there was no stutter right there going first to third. And then Jordan did a really good job right there going to second base. Yep. Trying to throw him out of third. So now we got a man on second and third and 1 out.
And that's going to bring up Trenton Bruton, who's had a big night. Two really good base hits and a hit by pitch. Scored 2 runs.
Hey, Tree, keep us going, bud. Grab him in.
Tamez down at second. Portillo at third. Bruton at the plate. Here's a pitch. Fouled off.
I like that swing. That's a good swing. The ball's up right there. You got a pitch you can handle and just get out front a little bit. Like you said, he's seen the ball really well tonight.
That shortstop's playing way over in the hole.
Yeah, he's right in that 6 hole, right, same spot that Jordan just hit it.
Here's the 0-1. Hit a line drive, but foul.
Now you're working late. Just try to hit a ground ball to second base right here. That's all you're trying to do right now.
You want to get that run in if you hit.
You know, I'm not sure why, but I might be cutting it off right here. You got to think you're down by 4.
That's what I'm thinking.
You're in the last
1 inning. Yep.
I mean, you're chasing 4 runs. You're only chasing 5.
Exactly. But we saw on Thursday night, they played the infield back.
Yeah, yes, I saw that.
That was crazy.
I was sitting there looking at it like, my gosh, they had the corners back with bases loaded and 1 out, no outs or whatever. And I'm thinking,
well, they win that game if they played them in because we hit a ground ball to short and scored the run to tie it.
That's right.
But if they did, we would have held him at the end of the game.
That's right.
0-2 count on Bruton. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field. It might score the run. Heisler's got a good arm. He's catching it. We're tagging. There's going to be a play at the plate. But McGraw's running for clear, and he doesn't even have to slide. So good job there. Good speed by McGraw.
Yeah, Jackson's a good runner. He's another freshman that they have, the Corsicana's going to have coming up pretty soon. Really good runner. Good athlete all the way around.
Good job by the Tigers to get that run in. Add another run, now it's 10-5.
It's also nice to have that situation because you know what? Because you got Josh can really run.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, man, you're putting in another guy. I hope he can run like that.
Yeah, you always kind of wonder about that. Gabe saw it at the plate. 2 outs now. Tamez still at second. Fly ball left field. Left fielder's drifting back, but he's under it, and he'll have it for the 3rd out. But the Tigers do pick up 1 insurance run, so we'll head up to the bottom of the 7th. Tigers lead at 10-5. We'll come right back, hopefully, to finish this one off. All right, here we are, back bottom of the 7th. Tigers 3 outs away from moving on. They'll face Brody Dobbs will face Rayshawn Peoples, Billy Young, and Payco Smith. The winner of this first pitch in for a strike. Winner of this series will face Woodrow Wilson next round. They've moved on in their bye district. Here's the 0-1. Curveball stays down.
I wonder if this guy plays football.
I would bet he does.
He sure looks like a good athlete.
He does. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Our foul tripped into the glove. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's like a 5-star football recruit.
Yeah, he does. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Really good breaking ball right there by Brody right there. Got ahead of him and spun a really good breaking ball in there for a first out.
You saw him, he struck out against Easton the other night on some breaking balls.
Yes.
I think that maybe tipped you off. You need to live there. Billy Young takes the first pitch in a little bit up. Tigers lead at 10-5. 10 hits. They do show 4 errors, but ball outside.
Let's get it, buddy. Let's get it, buddy.
2-0.
Get it right, buddy. Get it right, buddy.
Dobbs with a 2-0. Fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike.
They weren't taken right there, were they?
No.
2-0 Hack with down by 5.
Here's a 2-1. It's up. 3-1. Love to get these next 2 guys. Here's the 3-1. Fouls it back.
Good job right there. Get back in the count. I mean, you just throw him fastball right down the middle. Like right here, you're not trying to spin anything. Throw it right down the middle and let him hit it.
Here's a 3-2. Walks him. Yeah, I think you're right. You're up 5.
You got to just pound the strike
bottom
zone.
of the order, you need to pound the strike zone.
Pitch to contact. We say it all the time. Pitch to contact. You got a good shortstop. You have a good second baseman in the hole right there. You got your middle guys can pick it. They can play. Then let them hit it.
Payco Smith at the plate for Belton. First pitch in, swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Dobbs.
I'm really not sure Josh would throw 90 miles an hour on the mound.
I agree with you.
He throws it back as hard as they throw it in.
He does. He throws missiles back to the pitcher.
Josh having trouble with the earpiece right now. That's one thing we have a watch, so it's a lot easier. Especially it's so loud out here right now.
They're not used to the noise. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block. Scoop there by Josh.
Like we said, we've seen 2 really good catchers tonight. Both these high school catchers are really good.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Fastball in for a strike, 2-1.
I do think it's made the catching a little bit easier with all the turf now. They don't have to worry about the dirt.
No doubt.
The bad hops and the...
Here's the swinging.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. 2 outs. 1 out away from moving on.
We're at the top of the order right now, so Belton's got the leadoff guy up.
Back to Austin Wood.
Number 6, Austin Wood.
Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Good breaking ball, starting him off there by Brody.
Almost looked like a little cutter.
Yeah, it did. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2. Don't think Wood liked it, but I think it was a pretty good spot there by Dobbs.
Really good spot right there. Now he's got him right where he wants him right here.
Here's 0-2. Outside, ball 1.
Might be wrong, but I'm kind of betting on breaking ball right here.
Yeah, I would.
He kind of went fastball up, changed the eye level right here, and now spin it in there.
There's a 1-2.
Fastball away.
Just a little bit off the plate. 2-2.
See what Josh sets up right here.
A little bit up on that curveball.
Yeah. Josh will tend to see sometimes he'll get his glove a little bit lower, and that's when you know the breaking ball is kind of more up on the fastball.
Yeah.
3-2 here. I'm letting him hit it.
3-2, 2 outs. Runners going. Fouled back
Good
over
job
the
right
top.
there.
Yep.
Little fastball right there. Let him pitch contact.
Definitely like to work the wood here and just let him see if he can get himself out.
For sure.
Here's the pitch. Bounces it in, walks him. So I have to go through Quigley and Heisler to get the out.
So now we got the guy we can probably play the shift on his guy right here.
Yeah, you definitely could.
Hey, come on, Brody.
He is dead pull.
So we got runners on first and second. Tigers leading 10-5. Just need one out to finish this game off. Dobbs comes set, delivers. Grounder, back to Dobbs. He fills it, throws to first. That's the ball game. Tigers are moving on. They win this game 10-5. Not necessarily a great pitch game, but we did what we needed to do.
Hey,
Got the runs.
you said it was going to be high scoring. It was 10-5. There you go.
That's
so you
what
said high scoring, and that's what it was.
When we talked about it, you have to survive sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
Just get in a series and survive.
Especially that third series. That third game of the series is where you really gotta pitch. You're gonna have usually a high scoring because you don't have the arms.
Right.
Brody did a really good job coming in that situation. Throwing strikes, did a really good job.
Yeah, I was going to look at his stats because I thought he did a great job. Came in, he threw 2 1/3. Didn't give up any runs.
Did a really good job.
That's what you needed out of him. You had a lead. You needed somebody to come in and throw strikes, get you through those last couple innings.
Well, those are big outs. I mean, it's hard, that situation. The fans are going crazy. You got a bunch of activity going on, and it's just a little coming and got those strikes, and he did a really good job.
So Tigers will move on. They'll play Woodrow Wilson in the next round. I guess they call it area round, I think is what they call it nowadays. But
now they got this big, small, all that stuff. It's hard to keep up with.
Kind of messed around with that, but that would be a good night for the Tigers as they're able to finish off this game 3. We'll take a few-minute break and maybe have Coach Autry come over here in just a minute and give us a little rundown on the game. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here. We're going to have Coach Autry come over and talk to us for a minute. Great job, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know Rusty's hating that he missed this one because that was some excitement out there, but great job by your guys tonight to come out in the game that you needed to survive, basically, and you'd be able to put up 10 runs.
Yeah, after last night, going home and looking, I mean, we were 3 at-bats away from run ruling them last night with the bases loaded. We just didn't get any swings off in those situations. And so, today going down 2 quick in the first, bouncing back, I was really proud of them. Connor settled in and gave us a chance. But we had some big hits up and down the lineup, and some big 2-out hits too to pad the lead.
Yeah, Trenton had a big game. He had 4 RBIs. You had Maddox Deal come in when Blake gets hurt, and he has 2 big hits, drives in 2 runs. So, all up and down the lineup, really good at bats. Easton had 2 rockets. He hit off the bat. So, I thought a lot of barrels in this series. Really, this 3-game series may be the best 3 hitting that we've done all year.
Yeah, I mean, we swung the bats okay. Last night I thought we could have done a better job in a couple of situations, but the environment tonight, I was proud of how the guys responded in the environment, and being able to just stay composed and swing at strikes. I think Easton got a little antsy after he got a couple of hits, started swinging a little harder, but that's what we're still learning. You got that's the beautiful thing about this game is we didn't play our best baseball, but we got to advance, so we get another week of practice, and we're going to see how we do.
Well, and on the mound, when you go to a 3-game series, a lot of times it comes down to pitching depth. And we did have some. We threw 6 guys last night, but I thought Brody came in and did a great job to end that game.
Yeah, I told Brody earlier in the week he's going to have to throw some big innings for us. And, Brody's he's one of our hardest workers, and I'm a firm believer, as in the game knows. And nobody deserves success more than Brody does, because he's a guy that shows up every single day with a good attitude, does exactly what you're asked to do. Never complained about anything, and the game paid him back tonight, and I was really proud of how he stayed composed and made some good pitches.
Well, and I was really proud of the way everybody stayed composed when things got a little tense there with some of the arguing and stuff going back. I know you preach that kind of thing, and it's important, especially in the playoffs, because you can't afford to have somebody get run out of the game or whatever.
Yeah, we talk about self-control all the time. We talked about it this morning before we left. I talked about it with each player privately. I mean, the game got pretty heated there. Not for sure exactly what everybody was arguing about, but we talked to them. We can only control what we can control, and it's just like being a parent. We can tell our kids one thing, they can do another. So, when you're coaching a bunch of 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, you only hope they do what we're trained to do.
Well, they did a great job tonight, and now we're moving on. We'll go to the next round. We're playing Woodrow Wilson next week. So anything you're going to focus on this week at practice, or just being yourself? I know you talk about beating the game, and then you're always playing against your own self.
Yeah, I mean, I know Woodrow has a few pretty good players. We haven't looked ahead too much on that. I've got some info on them, but I haven't looked at it yet. Yeah, we're going to work on a lot of things, and so we need to throw more strikes. We threw way too many balls other than Poncho the other day, and we got to work on finishing innings with 2 outs. Those guys, Belton with some tough outs. You get 2 quick outs, and they didn't give you that 3rd one very easy.
Yeah, they definitely, even late in the game, were kind of still pretty aggressive with the bats, even down 4 or 5 runs.
Yeah, they were taking some pretty big swings there, but that's what you'd rather guys be aggressive in those situations than timid. And so in our playoff runs over the last 14 years, you kind of see that if you throw strikes, they'll get themselves out because they're swinging a little too big or a little too amped up in the environment.
All right, well, Coach, there's a great win, great moving on to the next round, and congratulations, and we'll see you next week. And Rusty will be back for that, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, he better be back.
He's down in Florida having fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, tough life Rusty has, tough life.
Yeah.
See you
All right,
guys.
thanks, Coach. We're going to talk to Brody Dobbs. Great job there, Brody, coming in and getting those last 2 1/3 out. How did that feel for you tonight?
Oh, man, that was exciting. I've been waiting for a moment like that.
So you come in, you pitched it earlier in this series. You know, especially last night, it seemed like the strike zone was pretty tight, kind of tough to pitch to. Tonight you came in, didn't worry about that attack from the beginning. We thought you did a great job. Was there any different approach than you had last night?
Yeah, just trusted my mechanics more, trusted the process, and just stayed in my mechanics and trusted God, trusted my faith, and just let them hit themselves into outs.
So what is it special about this team as we go to the next round that's going to, you know, it seems like y'all have pretty good chemistry. Y'all work friends, you do things together. Is that what's special about this group?
Oh, man, just, you know, most of us are in the same grade, and we got Maddox coming up as a freshman to get some big moments in, and just we've all known each other for so long, and we all just have that chemistry with each other.
Well, good job tonight. We're going to need more of that next week, as every step it gets a little harder.
We'll bring some of it.
Well, good job, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get Maddox Dill in here. Great job, Maddox.
Thank you.
I was calling the game with your dad, so when you got those first big hit, before you got the hit, I think he said swing at the first pitch. He wanted you hitting the first pitch fastball, and you did it. You mashed it, drove in 2 runs. How'd that feel?
Oh, it felt great. I mean, like, I've gotten chances before to hit, and I've always wanted to get a hit, and especially in a playoff game, it's big.
So you're a freshman, you come up, you play most of the season on the JV, you come in here and you get 2 big opportunities to come to the plate, and you got both hits tonight. How does that feel? Is it any difference from JV to varsity?
I mean, the fans, like, it's a big difference. I mean,
playoffs, it's always a little bit louder. You're always having to fight that a little bit, but what do you do? What are the preparation, you know, for that type of thing, playing in an environment where it's tense and loud?
I mean, I was a little nervous at first, but
does y'all do a lot of mental? I know y'all do a lot of mental preparation throughout the fall and during the season. And does that help you in these type of situations when there's a lot of stress?
For sure, for sure.
Well, great job tonight. We're glad that you got you. And you pitched last night. We didn't get to talk to you, but I thought you did a good job last night.
Thank you.
Did you know ahead of time that you were going to pitch last night?
He told me like a week before, like when we played Ennis.
That
he was
you
like,
might be? All right. Well, good. Well, congratulations and good job tonight. Good luck next week. We'll see you there.
Thank you.
Boy, Maddox.
Got Trenton Bruton coming in now.
What's up, y'all?
Man, 4 big RBIs tonight. You put some barrels on the ball tonight. How'd that feel tonight?
Man, it feels great to do it for my team. That's all I was really thinking about. Do it for my team. Make sure everyone behind me. I want to win for this team so bad. That's all that matters.
Game 3, you know, those are the situations that you live for. I mean, it's like a Game 7 in the MLB or something like that. So how did you feel coming into this game?
Yes, sir. I had so much excitement coming into this game. I was ready to play. I got to play this great game with everyone on my team. I love everyone here, and I want to back up everyone on my team for everything I do for them. That's why I try to do my best in the box for them, as much as I can, best on defense.
Well, y'all up and down the lineup tonight, we saw guys getting hits, putting barrels on balls. I thought that this series, I really felt like y'all barreled a lot of balls up.
Yes, sir. Coming into this game, we were really focusing on hitting a lot. We would always working on the breaking balls, hitting the fastballs off the BP machine. We were all getting barrels, everyone all night. Great game.
Great job tonight. Hey, we're heading over to the next round. We're going to face Woodrow Wilson. I know you're a senior. You want to keep playing as long as you can, right?
Yes, sir. Going to keep it going. Same going in the next round. Going to keep catching barrels. Going to keep driving people in.
All right. Good job, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you later.
Have a good one.
Have a good practice next week. All right, I think that's it. We had a line of people. I keep talking, but what a great night tonight as the Tigers are able to get the Game 3 win. They'll head next week to play Woodrow Wilson. That's a little different, kind of like we've been playing a lot of teams in East Texas, and now we've played Belton this week. We'll head up there north towards Dallas or wherever Coach ends up getting the field. Stay tuned to social media, as I'm sure that it will be posted up there soon. And until that time, I'll steal Rusty's tagline. Until then, good night, God bless, and go Tigers.